Martian robots. It's
Recording
really
now.
fun to what?
I'm recording now.
Oh, because it's actually really fun to see PvP because of that. And I actually still have yet to buy that, but I'm probably not going to buy it just yet because I'm going to sell my DSI to
Start
go to
again.
what?
Really, people? Another Zerg for Zerg?
Yeah, but I'm going to sell my DSI so that way I can get a 3DS because I want to get Pokemon X and Y. And then I might get Fire Emblem and Ocarina of Time. And Netflix, which comes with the DSI. The 3DS.
You have a DSi.
I do have a DSI, and I'm selling it because I want a 3DS for X and Y. And it's going to be worth every cent.
Because Pokemon games are a thing.
Yes! See, while the shows may be bullshit.
X and Y actually looks really fucking good, by the way.
Yeah. See, it's the only reason why I'm dropping money on it.
Because it looks like a good game. Isn't that usually why people drop money on games?
Yes!
No, you're getting it wrong. Nowadays, they're like, oh man, my new friend's getting Call of Duty. Guess I gotta...
Well, Call of Duty is shit.
Thank you.
Like, because the thing is, though, I can live with the first game, but after you start playing, 5 games of the exact same thing.
My problem with it is, I literally played it two times. Both times, I'm not good at shooters, but I still kept my death count below my kill count.
The thing about
How
it,
the fuck does that happen?
because of raisins.
Because of reasons!
Well, no, it's just the game is it's bad to me because it's not really a bad game. It's just I don't want to pay $60 to buy the same game.
Agreed, yeah. Besides, I personally like my shooters to be a lot more out there.
Like, I like Halo more than
Serious Sam I fucking love.
although I'm not a giant fan of FPS.
Me neither.
The only
Every once in a while,
FPS
I like
that
an
I
FPS
truly
game.
love is Portal 2 and Portal 1.
That's
Half-Life
barely an
3
FPS,
needs
but
to
fair
be
No,
enough.
it is a first-person shooter. There
It
is no
is
getting
because you
around.
shoot something, though it's a first-person shooter puzzler.
It's a first-person shoot puzzle. Yeah, you're right. But it is a first-person shooter.
Yeah. Just barely.
What do you mean by barely? If you shoot something, and if you're in first person,
Though
then my
also, you can view yourself besides the first person.
what?
Depending on where you put the portal, it's more than first person.
Oh, at that point, you're breaking dimensions.
Yeah.
Actually, theoretically, you're basically traveling into a new dimension every time you put in a portal.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So actually, when you beat the game, you're already in another dimension.
Gladys is already, eating the cake.
There's also a theory out there that Shell is Gordon Freeman's daughter.
That I would actually be willing to believe.
But didn't they actually place the the Portal game into the timeline due to a ship that is mentioned in Portal 2? Hold up, let me check. Half-Life timeline.
Well, actually, it's a ship that's actually mentioned in Half-Life, I believe.
Well, yeah, it's mentioned. You can see information about it in Portal 2. My apologies.
But they do talk about Black Mesa multiple times.
Yes, because those two companies are bitter rivals. Aperture Science and,
I like how everyone's mind was blown when they first beat Portal 1 and they said Black Mesa.
No, because it wasn't blown. My mind wasn't blown. You know why? Because I actually spent time looking in the back of the building. I'm like, wait a second. It says Black Mesa. Holy shit!
1950s. 1960s.
Our forces are under attack.
oh shit. Okay.
Chell was under the age of 10 in 1990.
Metamorph.
Judging by her handwriting skills.
Probably.
This is why I fucking love video game fans, because they figure this shit out.
Yeah, and it's actually a forensic.
Yeah.
That would be funny as hell. It's actually a forensic
Analyst?
handwriting analysis person, which is an actual thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I have the speed on this guy. And here, I thought he actually had a lot of stuff.
Okay. Black Mesa happened anywhere between 2000 to 2009.
yeah.
Forces
not cracking
are under
that.
attack.
So when do you think they'll learn how to count?
Ooh.
Val.
Oh, yeah. So what day was she in trapped? What day was she put into testing?
I don't know.
Spawn more overlords.
I'm looking. But yeah, definitely alternate timeline.
Alternate timeline?
Yeah. I mean, from ours, like, it's not a futuristic game
Oh.
anymore. It used to be, but it's delved into, alternate timeline. That's what happens when a futuristic game, like Mega Man, like, tries to say, oh, in the future, but then it doesn't happen, and then they just make it an alternate timeline.
In the future, card games will be played on motorcycles.
Exactly.
Well, that's just stupid.
No, this shit actually happens.
You're getting me
No,
right.
like, and then we see, like, people playing, like, solitaire on hover bikes.
Motherfuck.
Card games on hover bikes.
Card games on motorbikes. Shut up, Cyrus. Unless you actually seen that abridged series, that makes no sense.
I wish there was like a character in GT that called it. Like there's some kind of like clairvoyant like future
Makes
seer
no
dude
sense. It's how come Seto Kaiba never fucking ages?
because he's rich and he can just, buy you.
Botox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always wants to look like a young man.
He always wanted to look like.
So actually,
Pegasus.
theoretically, Seto Kaiba actually had a giant growth spurt between, like, his mind crush.
I wonder though, like, does Mokuba still look like a little girl?
Mokuba.
He looks so much like a little girl that he was a princess in the alternate.
That was hilarious.
Yes, like.
What doesn't make sense to me is how come, like, Kaiba grows, like, 2 feet after, like, the first time you see him?
I think he's just got stilettos on.
Like, am I the only one who noticed that?
Yeah, I know. He got taller. He changed a lot, really.
Minerals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even his, like, overall design changed.
Like, okay, he likes to wear leather now. Is he some sort of bondage slave? Well, chicks, according to Yugi, chicks do dig bondage slaves.
Hmm.
So, yeah, about that.
It's a thing, right?
That's a thing. And then there's Bandit Keith, who's French. Not French, I mean Canadian. So,
Yeah, Portal 2 happens even after Half-Life 2, so,
happens after?
yeah.
Well, so actually at this point the timelines might be convergent. For
That's
those-
probably, yeah,
both-
yeah. Well, yeah, the timelines, like, things happen on both sides
Because
of the game.
GLaDOS specifically
Oh.
says it's better for you to be in here than out there. And
Yeah.
GLaDOS can't really lie
It
at
is,
first.
maybe it's possible that,
I mean, like, she can lie, it's just...
yeah.
She gives you a lot more truth than...
By the way, having Claptrap hit on GLaDOS is fucking hilarious.
Having what hit? Who had... Oh, you talking about the... One of the personality cores?
Poker Night at the Inventory 2.
I've not.
GLaDOS is the card dealer. And the people you go against is Ash Williams, Claptrap, the one guy from the Venture Bros, Brock Sampson, and Sam from Sam and Max.
I recently found out, I can't remember her name, but she voiced GLaDOS, is the voice of the person, is the lady who sort of like is controlling all of you in Team Fortress.
Mm-hmm. If I recall, though, she does a shit ton of voice work.
Oh, yeah. So GLaDOS is what she's known best for.
Yeah, because that's her sexiest incarnation.
Okay. Well, coming from you, who gets turned on by women's voices and not actual women.
Hey, the actual design of GLaDOS was made to look like a girl tied upside down.
I remember. Sort of like how the Terran's robot for the base was originally.
I'm gonna overrun this city.
Actually,
This
Cortana, I believe that's her name is. I can't remember right now because I haven't played Halo in so long. Cortana, she was voted one of the sexiest female characters in video games of all time.
Yeah. And she's a hologram.
Yep. Then she dies.
Kind of. It's speculated she could easily be still alive.
In the video game universe, I can foresee a Deus Ex bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, basically. Because they had mentioned before that there's some kind of
no, sort of like how you expect Red versus Blue to end after that season, but no, it's going to continue on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to end up watching it.
I have over 100 subscriptions. You'd think I'd not be bored.
I know how I can get you on board.
I can't wait till Fez comes out. It's coming out the 1st, I think.
What's coming out first? What?
Fez.
Fez?
Yeah. You know that indie game that took like 10 years to be made?
No.
Oh. It's a 2D, 3D puzzle platformer thing.
2D, 3D?
Yeah. The idea
So does that
is
make it
other games
60?
What's that?
Does that make it like 60?
Well, what it is you're a 2D character, and you end up getting the power to switch the world, move it around in a 3D way. So you can change your perspective.
Okay.
So it's 3D for a moment, and then switches back into 2D. Hold up.
Well, that's weird to me, but okay. Well, because video games work in 3 dimensions, X, Y, and Z. Because
I don't want to use my goddamn name.
okay, so Mangy, you want to get on board?
Huh?
Mangy, you want to stop being bored?
Give me a sec.
Because if you want to stop being bored, I have a gift for you.